Yo, I don't know who's gonna see this. It's probably no one's ever gonna see this. But my name is Chu. So I think I went through like 4 years to 5 years of somewhat like a part of me like a depression. It is depression, but it's not like my entire like all of me is depressed, but a part of me, and you know, and that's from listening to X, discovering him. Like I always heard like some of his music, and you bump to it, but like I never really gave it the attention until I worked at Snyder's Electrics, and second shift. When second shift comes along is when all the youth, all the young people come, and all the young people come in and they work. So like we had this thing called flow where everyone just sits in a line and production works towards the end where shit gets shipped out. But 2 o'clock comes along, 2:30 comes along, all the first all the supervisor for first shift to team leads, they get out, and then you just get your second shift leads come in. Well, most time like these second shift leads are a little bit more lenient, but anyways, so I'm over here like 25, 26, maybe 27 years old, and I'm working with these young bucks. They're all like 18, but they was just like, they're all just, they just put on their music, and some of them put on X, some put on Kodak Black, and they were just jamming to it. And it felt really nice because it's like, damn, yo, these motherfuckers got mad energy, mad youth, mad life, and like, I don't know, it's kind of uplifting. And then right when I started jamming to his music, right when his album was at 17 came out, and then he dies a little bit more after. But when he died, I went to like this slight depression, and like I kind of just didn't want to be part of I didn't want to rap, I didn't want to do shit. I kind of look at Drake, like I grew up, Drake was the biggest fan. I was the biggest fan of Drake, you know. I grew up listening to him, but then like this one person changed like fucking 10 years of my life of jamming out to this guy and my perspective of him. And when X died, that depression kicked in hard. So I went through like 4 years of trying to figure what the fuck, like why do I feel so attached? Like I lost a homie. I think everyone says the same thing, and then there's some people who just sink into that depression for even longer than, you know, up till now, and they're in that depression and darkness forever. But then like the great thing was like I worked at such a lenient place that I was able to listen to podcasts and start learning all this stuff. But at first there was no road, so I went into YouTube, and you know, you go off into that rabbit hole. You start listening to these guys who break down everything up in the streets and all the gossips and everything, and it's like, yo, these guys already know everything, you know, and they're just telling me this. But started listening to podcasts, and the more I did it, the more I grew more attached to Xxxtentacion's music, and for him as a person, besides the fact that he had all the allegations with him and his ex, but it was his music that connected me. And I was depressed as fuck, so I started like, you know, losing faith in people. I didn't understand why. I didn't understand like what the fuck about it like brought me so much pain. And now I'm a little bit older and like understand a little bit more. Everything that happened to X is exactly what William Shakespeare would say was, you know, the world is your stage, and betrayal to love, lust, everything was played out in X's short-term life, you know, like from him being wild as hell for a youth guy. Like I watched interviews of his friends and his producer, and they're like, yo, I finally felt like we were doing it, and then someone took him away from us. Like, you're finally almost there. All this year you worked so hard, you're finally almost there. And X was young as fuck, so he was still like trying, I guess seeing X was another part of me when I was younger. And if I would have chased that dream, like, everyone dies, everybody dies in the nightmare, you know. And he was just that one that went through that phase quicker. But at the end, even doing all that, he died. So it makes you think a lot. Like, yo, I want to be, you know, making fucking what did he get, 6 million contract before he died at the age of 17? You know, I want to be that guy, yo. And X was only like what, 5'4", 5'5", but the message that he wanted to preach to everyone, and the way he built himself, people don't even realize this is a short dude, you know. He was out here fighting everybody, talking mad shit, got attention from the Migos, from Drake, and he even went through that betrayal that he felt with, you know, Ski Mask. You know, they were in jail, they came out, did some dumb shit, decided to settle down. And I remember they had, like, Drake and they were like, you know, planting seeds in this motherfucker's ear. You know, same way with Trippie Redd. And I remember Trippie Redd would always say, yeah, I want to be working with Drake while you still up here working with people like Xxxtentacion. You know, like, Trippie Redd was a good friend. Well, X liked him. Kodak Black, you know, Trippie Redd, Kodak Black, X was sending him messages about like, yo, the people around you is gonna do you dirty. Kodak Black put that on blast. You know, all their private messages was on blast. You know, Ski Mask didn't want to do shit because Ski Mask felt he was gonna be a sacrifice. But at the end of the day, X was a sacrifice, y'all. So you felt that betrayal, and you see, like, everyone always seen Drake jock shit. You know, X was the only one who really said anything because the other guys got record deals out of it, and they got connections out of it. You know, they kept Drake hot, and they got, like, X was the only one that was like, nah, he waited till I was in jail. But I think what got X killed was jealousy and what he said about Tupac too. But that's a whole different generation. And what I'm making this video for is because I think that was the meaning of X, you know, to experience all that no matter what the end result is. You know, X died, you know, and we all had the same similar dream in that youth with all that energy in us. You know, he died, and you can play every card right, you can play every card wrong. Some people make it, some people don't, and that's actually a big part of investing. But my message that for anyone who feel that kind of depression, you know, is are you able to take in that truth and still move on? You know, you can't be woke and not do shit and just like be in darkness forever. Yo, that means you couldn't handle truth. So people always say, yo, I'm so woke to the truth, so fucking, yo, no, government is like doing us wrong. Nah, you so woke to the truth, but you can't find the solution. You can find the problem, but you can't find the solution. So anyways, there's a lot of dark shit in the music industry too, and he was able to show that to certain people that don't want to chase that life, and then now they could proceed in the other way. But I think X's message is like, yo, there's so much more than life than what we already think that we know, and to be more selfish is what's gonna destroy us and hate. But the real message is like, yo, get out there and do it, you know. Get out there and change the world. Get out there and change your world. There's many reality, there's many world. Motherfuckers always talk about the red or the blue pill, but there's realities beyond that, you know. And I think for us youth who are stuck in that, just say, hey, yo, he played it out for us, you know. All that betrayal, all that gut feeling, all that, you know, like I used to do that shit where I trip out, you know, all that shit that you feel, that darkness and hatred and betrayal and everything is like there, but it's played out for us right there in front of our eyes. And I think for us to do is now, what is moving on? Moving on is understanding this. Now moving on is he was trapped in that system. This system that we call life right now in America is the same in a mini form in the music industry to the movie industry to, you know, even the hustlers, yo. We tell these hustlers that we love them. We tell these kids flipping shit, we love them. We don't love them. We love the money that they're flipping us, you know. I won't go tell my little brother to go flip that, but I'll go tell a guy that look up to me that I can know that could get the shit done. Like, I don't fucking know, but it goes deeper than that. And I think X was starting to see all that shit too. When you starting to see it, because you start listening to how X talk. Like, it's almost like someone is coaching him, like, it's okay to change. Somebody was helping this motherfucker evolve. And sometimes we don't get those helping hands, you know. Sometimes we don't get that moment of fame to grow and change. So I think for the normal people who are into X, what X want to see is save your fucking money, invest, learn assets, own that shit, learn delayed gratification. You know, we want everything now, but that's what's gonna separate the youth and anyone who felt the pain of X is, yo, when we say like do you, we don't mean like, yo, X out everyone else and everyone's gonna betray you. It's knowing what is wrong with the world but still proceeding. And I think that's the message too, because once you know that, you're not fucking forever chasing a conspiracy theory, and even if it's not, because you're not chasing the truth that you wouldn't be able to grow and you know, you're not life isn't for you to chase the truth that you can't even you can't even maintain, or you can't even carry on knowing, you can't accept, So I think I just want to do this video because my depression was real for like 10 years, like 4 years, 5. Like, why am I so attached and depressed because of this guy's death? Because his dreams and the way he lived was just like us, and any one of us, like the world repeats and cycle because there's only so much personalities, It's only so much personalities over and over. That's why we have war about the same shit through so many other generations, because of personalities. There's only so many personalities. And let's just say one day, like, when you stop chasing the truth that's been out there in front of our eyes forever, and you just say, oh yeah, so it is true, these guys are, the government is kind of doing their weird shit on the side too, and you can understand that, accept it, and say, all right, well then I'm gonna stop wasting time thinking about this, because we know that that's the higher power. There's another force beyond that, that's beyond us, that's doing shit beyond us. And once we can let that go, we can proceed. And I think to move on, and everything that X talks about is just about a person growing up too. Like, that's what I want to do. I want to fight everybody. I want fame for celebrity. I want the money, respect. And then when he finally got it, he died, and jealousies and hatred, it forms that way. Like, you can have your dream and people will hate no matter what. But let's say you don't want to be that person who wants all that attention, all that hate. Well, fuck it, invest, save your money. The law don't see color sometimes when you have green, if you feel hurt by how law treats you, you feel hurt by how people talk to you because of your skin, your size, or everything. I know this is the worst way to motivate someone, but once you get your money right, that shit don't even matter anymore, All those police officers who want to treat me bad, like, if my money was right, let me get your badge number, my lawyer talk to you later. And I think that's the message. Your power comes into the assets, it comes with the assets, your earning responsibility. It doesn't have to be, oh, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm gonna flip shit all the time. It's about building stable ground. It's about building longevity, stability. And I think for all of you who are depressed about X and don't understand what I'm saying too, fuck it, Fuck it. Financial freedom, Think about that word, assets. And maybe we can get out this matrix and just get into our own little world of getting our money right, the right way that's been proven over hundreds of years, and just say, all right, well, we know things are how they are. There's no more trying to have those people who are not woke to it see it, because even if they see it, that doesn't better you. You're still gonna be stuck because the pain is too real. But if you can learn to overcome that, you can proceed, and you can still save up money, invest, be the best fucking thing you could ever be, Marriage and life, to people passing away, I experienced like my oldest brother passing away and working as a temp, no money. Money could have changed all that shit. Money could have changed. People say money can't buy happiness, but they're not shopping in the right place. And some people say it out of a laziness that I'm not gonna try. And this is just my message for all the Xxtentacion fans who are still feeling lost after all these years. You would think people go into psychology and start learning how the study of psychology and how people have the same habits, how people break bad habits. Those things do apply, and that's one thing, is to learn the laws of the world. Go on that journey, and don't lose faith, because it's gonna break you down and it's gonna rebuild you. Because sometimes this is all that we have, and once you can accept that, then you can say, all right, well, I'm gonna be the all that we have portion of the world, and that's when you move on, you invest, start valuing your money. If you want to live like no one else later, you gotta live like no one else now, which means, damn, it fucking sucks, but I don't know if I want to be paid $30 for steaks. I'll do that later. I seen $30 turn to $300. Fuck, imagine $300 turning 3K turning to, fuck, dude, that shit, it does. The simple math is always there, but we just been looking at the wrong outlet, because motherfuckers ain't teaching us. So you feel great depression, learn that shit, keep your mind distracted, don't dwell too long, because that's not what X would have wanted. And that was just my weird random shit that no one's gonna see. So, all right, peace.